Really good question right here, but we've got to correct some of the terms. So there is no investment in a cash value insurance policy because these policies aren't investments at all. An investment implies that there's an inherent risk of loss, that you can lose value due to a market downturn. That is not present with a life insurance policy. Now, we will use life insurance policies as a savings alternative because we can build equity within the policies, and that equity is called cash value in the insurance industry. This is a good question and it's well-meaning, but it's actually based upon a fundamental false premise or a fundamental misunderstanding of how these policies work. The question implies that the cash value and the death benefit are two separate accounts, and they're not. I find that a really helpful analogy to understand this is to use the analogy of your home. Maybe your house is worth $500,000 as a sales price if you were to list it, but over time, as you've made your mortgage payment and the property has appreciated in value over time, maybe you've got $200,000 of equity. Now, you could access your equity by borrowing against it. But if you were to sell your house, you wouldn't get the $500,000 sales price plus the $200,000 of equity, because the $200,000 of equity is part of the overall sales price. Very similar with cash value insurance, that cash value is part of the death benefit. It really represents the liquid part of your death benefit that you've earned access to by the amount of premium that you've paid and the interest and dividends that you've earned on your policy. With a properly designed policy, whether it's a whole life policy or an IUL, the death benefit tends to grow and pretty substantially over time. So down the road, when a person dies, their family is going to get that initial death benefit that they purchased, and most likely they're going to get all the premiums that were ever paid in, plus profits on top of that, whether it's dividends and interest or potentially even more.